Welcome to the Le Twins Inspired Podcast. I'm Claudia, and this is a place where we gather stories about our favorite artists, Le Twins, to talk about how they have impacted our personal life and culture at large. Hi everyone, this is part 2 of my conversation with Mine. Mine is a Christian author, and in the second part, she's going to talk about how she met the twins in person finally and how they have impacted her life and how she has found her purpose. This is once again the testament of how these two dancers have deeply impacted the life of their fans. And this is just such a beautiful story, yet again, full of heart and full of beautiful energy. It's truly uplifting to listen to it. I hope you enjoy it. Just a quick reminder to support the podcast. Please like, subscribe, leave me a comment down below, share it with people you think are going to be interested in this, whether they're into the twins or life-changing stories or the connection between art and the impact that it has in our personal lives. So spread the word around. Thank you so much.
The next time I saw them, like the first time, the next time it was a workshop in Canada.
So
By this time,
2022, is that the one?
the first one, yes, I think it was, yes. So by this time I had met a couple of friends in the community, Belinda and Nilsa and Dawn and Mariska, a lot of it, Lola, and they were
Oh, nice.
helping me, get grounded. So when I finally went, to Canada. So that's when I first met them, and I went alone because not that I wanted to, but I've learned that if you try to wait, to align your schedule with the schedule of, you know, family and friends, you may never do.
Mm-hmm.
And then they don't may not feel about uh, doing something the way you feel,
Sure. Yes.
about it. And and it was funny because um at the time, like when two of my kids, I just have two kids, and I was like, I gotta go. And I would always tell them, don't talk to strangers on the internet. And I'm always watching them open the door. You can't close the door in the room and blah, blah, blah. And I have these little apps where you can monitor what they're doing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
To this day, they won't let me live it there. You went to Canada to see some strangers off the internet.
Meeting up with strange people that you only met on the net. Yeah. Mm.
And I'm like, they're not strangers. They're lay twins. The whole world
Mm.
knows them.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know them. I'm like, just make sure my plants don't die. Look, go over here, stay with your aunt and uncle, water the plants. Just, I'm out.
I love that.
Yes, and I was so happy to, see people that I had met, just online and matching up, the handles and see who's who. So it was a really good experience, really
Mm.
good. I remember I saw people like standing around. I'm like, I gotta shake their hands. I gotta shake their hands. Like how, when, where, because you kind of feel like you just want to run and jump on them, but then you have to like, no, be very demure. No,
So did you actually talk to them? Did you end up interacting with them at all?
they approached me before I could approach them because I remember Eleni was there and I was asking permission to speak because they were just walking around like regular people,
Mm-hmm.
and so I spotted them like, I want to say hello to them. And she's looking for like, okay, you can say hello to them. And I had no idea it was going to be that easy. She's a really nice person too. And she's looking at me and I'm like, but what do I say to them? You know, she's like, why don't you try hello? And I'm like, that's a good place to
Stop.
start. And it was like, you mean I could just like say hello to them? Are you serious? I'm like, okay, like, how am I going to say hello? Hello. Hello.
Yeah, how did that
Hi.
go?
Girl, That's how it went.
And so yeah, how did they
Anyway.
respond?
Very, very nice. They really are nice. In they were there. It was this dark box room, right? So I was with them like in the dance room. There was no windows, and we went in. Of course, they're coming in to work,
Sure.
first. And so I am sitting there with my friends. And when they came in, they started to work, and it's like we were sitting in their back, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to see them. They're facing the opposite direction.
Oh,
How
no.
can I? And so, like, they were telling me, just go out there and get on the dance floor. And I was panicking because I'm like, I got money from over here. I got money from here. I got off work from here. I've made it all the way up from the States to Canada. I'm sitting behind them. I
Mm,
have to see them. But anyway, I am going to the front. I'm going to go in front of them, and I am going to get in the last row and try to be one of the dancers. Nobody will see me, but I felt like I may not see him again.
mm,
Like I have to do this.
mhm.
Like, and I'm thinking, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Right? And so then they split people. You go on this side, you on
Ah.
this side. And I'm thinking, this is not the way I imagine this is not happening, right? So
Hmm.
then I have to just kind of go along with the program. And then I realize, like, I'm standing by these guys and they're all professional dancers. And they're telling me, and I was like, what did you do, girl? What did you do? Because, like, one of this person, I don't like say it. Now that I'm in the community, I see that they are professional dancers. So I'm like, how did I get in the middle of these people? I just wanted to see two people. Now I'm standing here in a group of professional dancers. I'm like, God help me, right? But anyway, lived through that. And when it was over, like they
So
were
wait,
just
you
walking
danced?
around. Yes, but it's not what I intended to
Well,
do. I only got out there because I thought their backs were going to be turned to me the whole time. And I was
I
thinking,
see. Okay. Accidentally participated in the workshop, like danced. Oh,
right. And then it's like, and I'm trying to hide in the back.
yeah.
If,
With whom
like
were you?
just so
With
that
Larry or Law?
low.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
and then when I saw Sonny, like, on television later, I was like, "That's the guy I was standing beside," because he was telling me to do these certain moves, and I was like, "No reason that guy was picking this stuff up so fast. It's so good." Like, girl, I'm like, "Whatever." You know what? I saw the twins.
Yeah.
I saw the twins.
Amazing.
I am Yes, because when it was over and going through, because I remember I was sitting down and somehow they was taking a break and Laurent came and he sat right beside me.
Hmm.
I couldn't breathe. And I was like, this is my moment. Do I say hello? And I'm like, I don't know if this is the time,
Mhm.
because he's focused. He's focused.
Sure.
And then he just reaches over, he takes the fan out of my hand, and he starts fanning himself with it. And I'm like, "Did this just happen?" And so the running joke now is I'm like, "Oh, he's hot." So then I took the fan and I started fanning him. And so,
Oh.
like, the girls, we started making a joke like, "Oh, I'm the twins fangirl," because then Larry showed up right behind her. I'm fanning Larry, and I'm like they was like, "Move, move." Like, "No, I have a job now. I'm the twins
I'm the official
fangirl."
fan. Yeah.
Yes,
And
they're very personable and loving, like everything that you really
imagine.
imagine.
Yeah. And did
Yes.
you go to other events after that one?
I did.
Which
I did.
ones?
And it's like I went to Canada twice,
Yeah.
and then they did come to Houston. And I remember,
Oh.
like, the first time, it's like I really was trying to tell them, like, you want to tell people, like, this is what you mean to me. This is
Mm.
how you've inspired me, because
Mhm.
thinking back to my situation and how my sister was going through her therapy after the unaliving attempt,
Mhm.
you know, the she had a
You told
plan
them
out for
that? Did
that.
you manage to tell them the story or not really?
Not really because I know I couldn't hold it all
Yeah,
together,
yeah.
but, like, behind it, like, in my mind, it's like, I gotta be more Larry. I gotta be more Larry.
Mm,
And it's like, whenever you see him, he's always supporting people. He's happy. It's like he leads from the back. And he doesn't do it on a fake level.
mhm.
It's not fake. It's just
Yeah.
listening at his videos and when he's talking to people, it's like they really want you to succeed as well.
Mm,
Because he was talking to a group of people and he was telling them about, use your phone, create content, do whatever it is you are gifted to do,
mhm.
and he was helping you see how big the world is, but it's at your fingertips.
Well, how would you say that they have impacted your life?
Like watching their work ethic and how they fully show up when they're there. And it's like, for me, in my space in the world,
Mhm,
I level up. I've recently become an author, I'll say that. They are in their gift. They're in their one thing.
mhm,
And meaning that one thing, they are multi-talented, but that one thing of dance has opened all these other doors for
mhm.
them. And so, of course, I've thought about, for me, what's your one thing? And I've always wanted to become a Bible teacher.
Ah,
And I never felt qualified, I guess,
mm,
or felt enough, but that's always been the secret desire.
mm,
So I'm like, I gotta read, study, do this more, and so, since then, just this year, I
mhm.
did write a book. I'm happy about writing the book. I published a book. So I've been,
Wow.
trying to walk in those steps and just all of me showing up, more love and more kindness. There's a lot going on in the world. So when I say, one of my favorite things that I always say, and I know it's maybe kind of cliches, but it's like, everybody needs a Larry. You have to have somebody in your corner, and be in your corner without wanting credit for it.
Mhm.
Be in, be in their corner without wanting something in return. Be of service to somebody. Show love and kindness wherever you are. If you're going to the grocery store, if you at work, whatever your path is in life, because of course everybody's not going to be on an international level the way they are, but you can be as great as they are in your arena.
Beautiful.
If that, yeah. So that's me, and I literally wake up with that in mind. Have you shown love and kindness today?
That's exactly,
Yes.
yeah.
So, like, be you, be fully you, be fully you. And that's what Lowell says, like, I love myself. I love myself
Mhm,
so much. So I had to sit with that, because of, self-esteem issues,
mhm.
all of these things you have to kind of block out, something. And so, of course, like, being able to sit down and think about this stuff. And I'm like, oh, this is what I see, this is what I hear. And to think that I'm going to go to Larry, and bless his heart, he was trying. He was seriously trying. I am just trying to tell him, like, years of stuff
Mhm.
in this little 2-minute
I
window that
know,
you
that's so
have.
frustrating, isn't it? Like, I find other fans being like, "I just want to say so much to them."
When I was talking to Lo, he gave me, and a sincere, and like a hug, like, oh, sincere, like, yeah. So somehow I felt like Lo got
Mhm,
it, and then I don't know why you feel like you got to repeat yourself to the other one, but because, like, when you tell one, you really told both of them, but I wasn't getting it out. And Larry's just looking at me like sincerely, like, nice. And then I'm like, and I'm showing him these pictures and I'm telling him things that he said that, like, helped me with something. He said this thing like, you cannot plan destiny.
mhm,
And having dealt with some anxiety, I'm like, this takes pressure off me because I
mm,
cannot be perfect. I mean, my Virgoing tendencies were just strong, like, you
yes,
just have to know Virgo.
yes.
You
I
have to
do
know
know Virgos.
Virgos. Yes, and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Girl, take the pressure off. You cannot plan
Yeah.
destiny." I'm like, but anyway, but I left almost a little frustrated with him. I'm like, then I had to the best way I can explain is like he's an instrument. He's not going to get it. He probably doesn't know that, he's doing what he's designed physically to do. Both of them are, and they are instruments. And, I feel like in God's hands, if you
Yes.
could just think of it that way, it's
Yes.
like, if you're a server at a restaurant, your job is to serve the food. You're not cooking it and tasting to see what it tastes like. So if, you're trying to tell the server what something tastes like, the server's not going to get it. My job is I just bring it to you.
Mm,
You got to take that to the person, who designed this for you.
mm,
Somebody has designed this for you, and I am the courier.
love
And
that.
some part is not my business to know,
Mm,
but I am fulfilling my job in bringing this service to you.
yeah.
So then I'm like, okay, I'm not frustrated with him because he gave me the eye contact and everything, and he was just sucking on his lollipop,
Yeah, I also
That's it.
I wanted to ask you because I remembered that during the Smooth Challenge, you did it, and Laurie posted you and with a heart, wasn't it?
I would yes,
Oh,
yes,
that was so sweet.
like, I love that so much, and,
Mm.
he is so good at, like, shout outs to the family and,
Yeah,
like,
you could tell that it was specifically because it
right,
wasn't
saying
random.
hello, and,
Yeah.
like, I love like Gabby, hopefully
Oh,
I'm saying
yes,
it
yes, La
correctly,
Gabby,
like,
yeah.
I'm following her, I am learning she's up in my Spanish game, I'm telling you, she is good. So, like, the Smooth Challenge, this is literally the song of the year, and I remember, it's like, I'm just in the grocery store, the song is just popping, like, "Let me get in this," and, I was nervous,
So
but a part of me
the song came.
no, I just listened to it. You download it, get
Okay,
it,
yeah, yeah.
I just happened to like, I'm shopping and, as you get out of the car, you're vibing
Yes.
or what have you. And so I'm like, Imma do it. And then this lady and these people started looking at me and like, hey, and this lady was like, "You dancing?" "Yeah, I'm dancing." And she just started joining in with me. I'm like, "Okay,
I love
okay."
that.
It was fun. We started playing with the bananas and like just moving around.
Like, genuinely fun. I remember it because I just thought it was like, "Wow, that's so fun," and then seeing that, he reposted it expressing affection, I was like,
I love it. It was a freeing thing in there, like, "Girl, let your guard down.
"Mm,
Like, live a little bit. Who cares? That somebody's looking. Go for it. You only live once." This year, I'm just starting like, there's this class I have to go through, to get into another part of a ministry thing that I want to do, like getting lessons, but it's going good.
mhm,
It's kinda nervous, like and only nervous because going back to the self-acceptance kinda thing, but I am a Jesus person, and you probably can't tell it online, but I really am a Jesus person.
mm,
Even though I clown,
mhm,
because I love him. I
mhm,
love him. He is so good. He literally is the breath that I breathe, so it's like, why am I not writing and teaching this,
mhm,
and finding my way. So I started online things and one or two I've met people here in the family, who have like subscribed to me or who've supported me and we chit chat together about, matters of faith, which is
oh,
really
wow,
cool, Yes, yes, it is.
mm,
So, like Denata, I love when she's posting her liturgical dances and everything, and Joanne. So, but it's going good. I am growing in it. I'm
beautiful,
growing in it, and it's my confidence is growing. You have to be able to talk about who you love and do it easily. But I think maybe it's the teaching part, and like building in the confidence, like, well, who are you, to tell me blah, 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 but I'm not telling you how to live, but, you know, I can just say, what I believe, I guess,
mm, mhm,
and share that. And growing, getting in place, making connections, even with the book, it has opened some doors. So I
mhm,
have one or two events to do like a small group study. So that's exciting. And
mhm,
like, I feel like, let me grow. here. I want to have be effective. I mean, like, just make a difference in people's life. That's it. You can't go out saving people, like harping on people, but you can be loving and kind
True.
and accepting.
Yes. Because you said that you went to other events. Got any memories that you would like to share from those events? Or
What really stands out, I really love when we were in Canada the second time, the twins, they took us out to this place called Olivia's. Um, and they serve chicken, but it's not like ordinary chicken,
okay.
and the owner of this company, there's pastries there, and so they bring pastries and other food items to the twins workshops, and they offer it to the people there,
Oh.
so but it was nice of them to take us all over, like those who were, at the after party
Mm.
of the meet and greet. And they just sat in the restaurant. It was just the twins and their party from the after, group from the after party.
Yeah.
And they're just sitting there eating with us, serving everybody, um, just relating. And I was thinking in my mind, like, who does this?
Right. Yeah.
This is really nice, and then it was generous of them.
Hmm.
It was generous. So that's like maybe my favorite, my best memory of them. So everything is really wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So, but thank you again for, the invite. Thank you for the important work that you're doing, sharing all of the stories.
This is important. Like everything that you said, sharing your story. I think this is what really important.
So I love the twins. I love them. I love them. And what they mean to so many people across the world. I don't think that they know it. Like the one time they did come to Houston, and I saw them again. Lowell was just walking around, and he was looking at me like, no, like normal. I think we are astonished. Yes, our mouths are hanging open. Like, pinch me. Is this really happening? And and I'm gonna close with this. Like,
Hmm.
I kept thinking, God, I need to shake their hand. And when I met Larry, I was holding his hand. I didn't realize I was squeezing it. And it was like, I was thinking all these places he's been, because I'm in a bubble,
Hmm.
not out of my zip code, not out of my zip code. And like, you've been to all of the continents. And like, it first has to start in the mind before it manifests in the physical.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm like, I didn't realize I was squeezing his hand. And he stops and he says, "You're squeezing my hand." I didn't realize it. Yeah, and then
I
he
hear
hugs
you.
me so nice. He hugs me, and I'm like, "I didn't think," like, wow. And it's more, again, he's the conduit,
Mm.
and I'm like, "God, you do see me," you know? It was just cool. I'm like, "You know what?" And I was just on cloud 9. I don't know what it's cloud 9. So that's the effect that they have on people.
I think this is such a beautiful ending.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Um, Thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome, and thank you. M
Mwah.
Mwah. Mwah, and a hug, yes.
This is it for today. Thank you all for listening. See you all next time.